Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I am Starco Gaming and we are back with another Dragon Champion video. If you guys are level 15 or below, make sure to use the promo code STARCO to get a free starter pack. To do so, you go in the settings, use promo code, and you enter the code STARCO, STARKO. You press OK and you will receive a free starter pack, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the goodies. So guys, today we are back on the test server for the first time in like 3 or 4 months. Guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new dwarf Knifey. Obviously we're going to take a look at the skills. We're going to give our recommended setup, which might not be the best. That is the best, as what I think it is the best. But guys, obviously we're going to have more info comings in the next few weeks that going to allow us to give better recommendation for her in the future. But for now, those are going to be my recommendation. Obviously guys, we're going to showcase a little bit of gameplay, arena, and raid. So let's jump into the team here. Let's go with Hell Kitty. Well, first, I think the best dwarf team for Hell Kitty is going to be crashing here. Yeah, those crashes are still happening, guys, on Android, sadly. But we're gonna get back up there and we're gonna check that again. So yes, the team for Knifey, guys, at least the best dwarf team in my opinion for her is gonna be Nelly lead with Hell Kitty, Knifey, Stim, and Raleigh. That is my favorite team for this goal. You can see here Nelly lead. Maybe other dwarf will actually be doing a better job with her, but for me, with the testing I did so far, seems like a very, very solid team. So if we jump in here and take a look at the skills here, guys, that's the wrong character, sorry. Very, very fast here. So we are starting with the passive ability, guys. Speedsters gain 0.5 speed for every 1% of charge at the beginning of the turn. Is charge if charge is less than 50%. Restore 30%. If Knifey is invisible, restoring charge is doubled. Lose 10% charge up and taking damage. So that is at the level 7. I mean, if you drop that to level 6, you lose the invisible, a double charge, which means a lot more speed. So definitely level 7 is a must on this ability. Then we have this ability at level 8. This ability will summon one Rumble Warrior, consume 100% charge. For every 25% consume charge, summons additional Rumble Warriors. Rumble Warriors have 70% speed, 80% HP and shield, 120% knifey damage, and Rumble Warrior gain a 75% turn meter. If you drop that to level 7, which is going to be the regular, you can see here 70% damage, 70% HP and shield, 100% damage, and turn meter by 60%. It's not Rumble Warriors that gains the turn meter, by the way, guys. It's Knifey. They have a few typo in here. You're going to see when we use it, guys. I think it is. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is the Rumble Warriors, the second skills that does the turn meter. I think it is. I think I'm mistaken there. We're going to see that in a sec. But you can see here, consume 90% charge and 700% charge. And then for every 30% consume charge, summons additional, Rumble Warriors, pretty much. Then we'll go with the second skills here. That's the one that gives turn meters, so my bad about that, guys. So here we go. Reduce laser cutter for 4 turns and restore 50% turn meter to all Rumble Warriors. If there are no ally Rumble Warriors on the battlefield, reduce all AI takeover for 3 turns. Knifey gains 75% turn meter and invincibility for 2 turns. Basically and technically, you want to use these skills before you summon your Rumble Warriors, pretty much. So you can use that and then have the advantage on when you use the summons, pretty much, because you have more charge when you summons. That's pretty much what you want to do. And then here, the basic ability dealt 420% physical damage to an enemy and restore 25% charge. Attack is guaranteed to deal a critical hit, and restoring charge is double up and attacking from invisibility. So what we can take from this setup, guys, is that speed is very important on her. Critical chance is not important on there because it's guaranteed to critical hit on the basic skill. Although more critical chance still pretty nice. Also, potency does not matter with her. She has no debuff and no buff removal, turn meter reduction, so she does not need potency at all. So those are the three things I'm paying attention here. So basically, you want to give her as much speed as possible, as much critical damage as possible, as much damage as possible, and then the last stats you actually want to focus on is the critical chance. Now, since you cannot do speed and critical damage runes, you have to pick one of them. Same thing with attack and speed runes, pretty much. So the way we went, guys, it's 4 speed, 2 critical chance. We went with the last stats here just to have that critical chance up for, you know, other skills than the basic ability, pretty much. And we went with as much critical damage and damage as possible here. You can see we went with damage percentage on the artifact with the 5 stars rose, and then with the runes, here we go. At the bottom stats here, we went with critical damage to get a great amount of stats. So you can see here we have 69% critical chance, which is decent for gear 13. Then we have 213% critical damage, very solid. Physical damage 7,032, HP 55,000, shield 93,000, speed 270 speed. We have some potency, which, I mean, it just came with the gear, with the runes pretty much. We did not try to increase the potency at all. And that is pretty much it, guys. That is the setup. So my recommendation, personally, it's 4 speed and 2 other runes. That's going to give you as much speed as possible. That's kind of what you want to do. You can see here, this rune has 21 speed, so that's why I want critical chance. And this one had a lot of critical damage on it. That's why I went with 2 critical chance here, guys. I could have went with 1 critical chance because of 21 speed and then 1 HP. That will not matter because it's all about getting the speed as high as possible. So that's pretty much the setup, the way to build our artifact. We could definitely go critical damage instead of going damage increase, but I wanted to get more damage because the summons don't gain benefit from a critical chance. Apparently, they gain benefit from damage. So we went with more damage for that, so the summons can actually do more damage. So the first thing I'm going to do here, guys, for gameplay sections, we're going to jump in arena. We're going to showcase what she can actually, well, what this dwarf team can actually do in arena. We're going to do local arena because the global arena teams are terrible. So we have 2 very solid teams here, guys, 250,000 and 258,000 power here. So we're going to fight those 2 teams and see where we're standing against them. And us, we're running with 244,000 power. So we have less power than the teams we are fighting. So that's the team, guys. Again, Nelly, all allied dwarves start with fight with 50% charge. That's why I'm using Nelly lead with her, because we really need charge for Knifey, and that start is a huge advantage. Very, very, very important, guys. So let's jump in there. And let's see, I was going to go on autoplay, obviously, guys. I'm going to do this shit on autoplay and see how it goes. My initial test when I did it earlier, we literally 3 stars this fight, like really easily, but maybe autoplay is not going to go as well this time. So we're going to see here, you can see already 2 minions, which are quite useful when they use their big ability. They don't die when they use the basic ability. The minions, by the way, guys, we're going to see that when we jump in the guild raid, but when they use their basic ability, they explode on the enemy team. And you can see we are just, yeah, we took a little bit of damage here, but we are just murdering this shit. That is like crazy damage here. And yes, we took a little bit of damage. You can see here the minions are exploding and doing a lot of damage, which is very, very useful. And we're basically not even taking damage here. That is just crazy. That is crazy. I said that LKD is about dead now. My bad, guys. My bad. Okay, we're all back up. That is great. Okay, the tank is dead. Now we can finish the job here. Pretty easy. Here we go. I mean, we restarted this fight like nothing, and the power was higher, and that's actually a very solid arena team, guys. Maybe not one of the top meta teams, but probably a top 10 team in the game. So you can see here the damage here. Hell Kitty, obviously Hell Kitty is a monster. Then we have the damage on Knifey. That was really, really, really solid there. So that was very solid run here. And we're going to go against the other team too, guys, to see what the other team can actually do. What we can actually do against the other team. I did not try that team yet, so that's going to be a first time. So we have Solius, Zappy, Bordwin, Hell Kitty, and Titania. So I have no idea how this is going to go here. I think the days might actually affect us here from Zappy, but I don't know, man. I haven't tested that. I did want to save that one for the video, though. So let's go with that. Let's see how this is going to go. I mean, we do cancel a lot of damage with, you know, critical chance reduce and all this shit. So that's a huge advantage that we have because of, I think it's Hell Kitty that brings that, if I'm not mistaken. Accuracy decrease and... yeah, critical chance decrease, so that's very, very helpful. But yep, this team does not seems like I mean, this team is a good counter for my team apparently. Okay, so that is quite interesting. I mean, with that, the accuracy decrease did not make them miss, so we kind of got screwed here. We have so many minions though. If those minions just start exploding, if we were playing down manual, we were definitely murdering this shit because we could make those minions explode us, you know, instead of getting killed from not doing AoE damage pretty much. I think that's a big issue here is that, yes, the minions are nice, but they don't explode most of the time unless the second skill is not available here. So we got screwed because of that, but I'm quite interested to see the damage. They must have done a lot of damage to us to sort of to beat us, to be honest. And yes, yeah, I see Hell Kitty has 802,000 damage, almost 1 million damage to beat us. So that was definitely not a great fight. I think that if we played that manually, that would have been a win. But since it was played on autoplay, that was not a win at all. Okay, next guy is going to be jumping into Guild Raid, Goblin Raid. It's here 5. I'm going to show what kind of damage we can actually do on phase 1. I mean, we cannot show all the phase. We have to restart the raid, and this video will get like 50 minutes long, which we don't want to do, but do want to showcase the damage we're going to be getting on the first round here, on the first fight. I think that's going to be quite interesting. I like to think so. Also, we'll see a little bit more. The gameplay of Knifey is always great. So let's get started here. We have Hell Kitty starting with her good shit. In theory, we'll want to use the second skills before we use the third skill, but at the start of the fight, the third skill is first. So we're going to use the third skill first. And then we're going to make sure we target the boss. The rest is just going to get killed with AoE around. Make sure we have a taunt up on this dude. And here you can see we have 2 skills. So we have skill number 2 that we cannot see what's the effect on the test server. And we have skill number 1. Skill number 1 is just explode and die. And skill number 2 is just some regular damage, as you can see here, but they don't explode, so they stay on the map a little bit longer. So that's the advantage with that, to be honest. So let's pop another taunt here. Let's go with that, which that is gonna, you know, decrease critical chance and accuracy, which is gonna be great. Now we can actually use that, although we should be saving for another, for when the third skill is gonna be ready, but who cares? Here we go. Also, when you use the second skills on Knifey, improve the third skill of the little butts, which do AoE instead of doing single target at that point, which is actually quite useful, obviously. Yeah, that's a lot on their kit, to be honest, guys. There's a lot on their kit, but it's actually a very, very solid kit in my opinion. She's still stealth, so we're going to bring more minions here. Oh, we got that. Nice. That's always nice AoE. Okay, let's go back to that here. Now, this is not Empower anymore, so we're just getting... Oh, we have to explode here. Boom. Boom. And boom. Some of them don't have explode, some of them have to explode, sadly. It is life. And we get to do some damage now. Do we need the taunt or the heal here? I mean, I already have the taunt, so we can use the taunt on the next turn, I guess. Although we should use it now. Oh, we had a heal block I did not notice here. That was my bad, guys. I shall not use that, sadly. Okay, now we're going to use that. That's going to empower the minions again when they pop. It's going to be useful. Here we go. We got some minions. And they're not empowered. So technically, if you use the second skills after you pop the minions, it's better than if you use the minions after you pop the... I mean, it depends what you're trying to do. I know you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. Here we go. Let's keep tacking here. Can we heal? We just want to heal the tank, to be honest, which we were able to do this time around, so that was great. Now we're gonna explode, explode, and explode again. There we go. That here. The damage is actually pretty solid if you look at what we're doing here, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna bring minions before you use the second skill so we can actually empower their second skills. Oh, it's empowered now. Okay. Weird. Anyway, let's keep going with that. Keep the count up. Bring that. I love that AoE attack, to be honest. It's really nice AoE damage. The more minions you get, the more damage you do. Although, they do have to blow out sometimes, so... I mean, they don't stay forever, sadly. I wish they did. But they don't. Okay, here we go. Can we heal? Can we heal? Yeah, we can heal her. So here we go. Just wanted to make sure we could. And bring more of those. So that we're gonna save that third skill to do more damage here. Now we have to explode those bastards, sadly. We should have saved that heal, apparently. Because now we are taking a lot of damage. Okay, did not kill us. That is great. Okay, more minions. Account. Still waiting for the ads here. We can fully heal. That's very nice. And if you use the basic attack, those minions will explode every time, guys. So you gotta be careful with when you're gonna be using those attack. Oh boy, we took damage here, man. Okay, count is still on. Some exploding to do here. But the damage is solid. We lost our tank, or not a tank, but our lead, though. Sadly. We'll bring more minions in a little bit. We are... yeah, the AoE is not activated, so we're just gonna go explode, because they're all about to die here. Sadly. I don't think we're gonna survive much longer here. Nah, that's what I thought. Here we go. So we're gonna see what kind of damage we did here, guys. And we did 730,000. That's actually pretty solid. Anything over, you know, around 750k plus is actually pretty solid. Earlier, I did a little bit over 800,000 when I did my first test. So, I mean, it's pretty solid damage. If you look at the damage, you can see Knifey has a lot of damage. Almost as much damage as Al Kitty, which is a lot of freaking damage. So these two together actually does a lot of work. Maybe the other three could actually be different characters, different champion that actually do a good job. But I mean, the characters is people did not start testing the character yet. The character is out on the live server, but not the testing yet. So once we get more testing, once we, you know, raid testing, BG testing is done more, we're gonna have better idea of you know, where to put this character. And obviously once we have more information, more theory crafting about this character, we are going to be updating our dwarf tier list to actually bring her to see what tier she is and how you can actually set her up better, obviously, guys. And in my opinion, at the moment, I'll probably rank her with a... I'm debating between A or S. I think I'll go with the S because her damage is very solid. Her kit is very solid. and you don't need potency, which is always a plus for me. I mean, at some point we need characters that don't need potency, to be honest, because other characters need so much potency runes, so it is always great. But anyway, guys, my thought will be a ranker as a S. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of my amazing community. You all keep enjoying playing Dragon Champion, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. Thank you.